Anxiety can be so crippling. If you have ever had anxiety, then I bet you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anxiety can dramatically affect your life in the worst way. My name is Sheryl Jackson. I'm an advanced holistic nurse, and this is Boldly Flourish. So these 4 habits that I'm talking about today are completely underrated when it comes to their effect on anxiety. But believe me, if you're doing any one of these things and your mental wellness is struggling, I'm pretty sure you will be able to relate to one of the habits on this list. The first thing is not eating nutrient-dense foods or drinking enough water. Now, this can be hard, especially if you work long hours or if you're a parent or a student with busy days. We tend to underfeed and undernourish ourselves when we're busy, but this only makes our anxiety worse. We become more irritable, frustrated, and moody, and it can be difficult to process our thoughts. Actually, in 2018, a study was done with over 3,000 adults. It said that those who drank more water had a lower risk of anxiety and depression than those who drank less water. How we care for ourselves physically affects the wellness of our mind. So eating and drinking in the right way is a real important habit for anyone that has anxiety. The second habit that can make anxiety worse is staying indoors. Being outside in nature is so important for humans. It helps provide a healthy distraction from pain. It provides energy and rejuvenation for our mind and body. And it also is one of the best ways for us to absorb vitamin D. We need vitamin D for so many reasons, but mood stability is absolutely one of those reasons. There are tons of research to support vitamin D's effect on mental wellness. So if you don't believe me, just do a quick Google search and you'll see. Nature also draws you in. The colors, the smells, the touch, all of it has shown to help improve our mood. There's a study that shows that those that live in the city have a 20% higher risk of anxiety or anxiety disorders and a 40% higher risk of mood disorders compared to people that live in rural areas. It's a non-negotiable. We need nature to support our mental wellness. The third habit that you should avoid is eating sugary foods to cope. So, comfort foods are called that for a reason. There is a level of comfort you probably feel from eating that tub of ice cream after a rough day. Sugar has a numbing effect on our body, and when we feel anxious or out of sorts, numb sometimes can be the desired feeling of choice. But the problem is that the numbing doesn't last forever. And when those sugar levels in your body drop, the shock that it does to your body can cause you to feel more worried, anxious, fatigued, and stressed than when you started. All of the original thoughts or sources of stress that you were avoiding come back with a vengeance. And not only are you more upset about it, but your anxiety could be even worse. A 2017 study found those with the highest level of sugar intake were 23% more likely to be diagnosed with a mental disorder than those with the lowest sugar intake levels. Consuming sugary foods to cope can keep you on a cycle of wanting more sugar or comfort food, enjoying that numbing distraction, and then shocking your body when the sugar levels drop. And then you feel stressed all over again. It's a cycle that keeps you going and going. The fourth sneaky habit is not having an end time for your social media. Okay, hear me out. I know that social media gets a bad rep sometimes, and I'm not here to tell you whether you should or you shouldn't be on it. But what I'm saying is that you should absolutely be intentional with it. Your time on it should be strategic. How long are you mindlessly scrolling? If you're not careful, for hours you can be consuming perfectly curated images and other people's way of living their own life which subconsciously can cause you to compare and then start devaluing your own life, your own progress, your own accomplishments. You use social media. Don't let it use you. A 2018 study found that reducing social media to 30 minutes a day resulted in significant reduction in levels of anxiety, depression, loneliness, sleep problems, and fear of missing out. The same study also showed that even if you found 30 minutes to be unrealistic for whatever reason, just being more mindful of your social media also benefited your mood and your focus. These are just 4 common habits that you should avoid if you want to improve your mental wellness, but believe me, there are many more. You could be doing all of the affirmations, all of the journaling, all of the deep breathing, but if you are not paying attention to what you're putting in your body, what you're absorbing with your mind, what you're feeding your soul, if you're not looking at your life as a whole, then you're really not doing yourself justice. Okay, so which habit applied to you the most? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear what you think. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this. And until the next video, I send you tons of light and love as you do your best to live boldly and flourish.